And today I'd like to introduce the K0WLY code keyer project that I've been working on. Just to go over some of its features real quick. It's an iambic mode A keyer with adjustable speed from 5 to 40 words per minute. It's capable of having Farnsworth spacing for practicing. So you can set it for things like 25 words per minute with a Farnsworth spacing of 6 words per minute. That's adjustable across the full range. There's straight key mode, selectable via a hardware switch. Has adjustable side tone frequency from 400 to 900 hertz. Has a logarithmic volume control via PWM, works for speaker and headphones. Has a head copy delay. You can use 2 of these units and they can send CW back and forth between them. And on the receive side, you can set a head copy delay so that you hear the sound up to 3 seconds before the character actually appears on the screen. Has automatic peer-to-peer Wi-Fi pairing via ESP Now, so no router is needed. It's got two-way CW communication, transmit and receive simultaneously, real-time Morse decoding, letters, numbers, punctuation, and pro signs. It has scrolling of the transmit and receive display, which is a 1.91-inch AMOLED display that's 536 by 240 pixels. Has a non-volatile setting, so it survives power cycles. Has a single pot with mode cycling for all parameter adjustments, frame buffer display, and a radio keying output via an optocoupler to fully isolate it, so it's compatible with most transceivers. So with that, this is the headphone jack, the speaker on-off button, the straight or iambic button, the swap dits and DAWs. So if you're using an iambic here like that, you can swap which one's the dit and which one's the DAW. And then there's the pop mode setting. Now, each time you press that, it takes you to a different setting. So right now we're on 20 words per minute. And if I hold that down, then we can adjust it to however many words per minute we want. So let's say I want 15. I can do that. Then I'll hit the pop mode again. And this gives us the Farnsworth spacing. Now, if I want Farnsworth spacing, then I can adjust it here. If I make the Farnsworth spacing the same as the regular words per minute, then it basically cancels it out. You can set the tone. Got to hold that down to go into edit mode. From 400 to 900. I'm going to set this for, I don't know, 650. There's the delay, which I talked about, which I'm just going to leave alone, but then there's the volume. I'm going to turn that down a little bit, so hold down that to go into setting, set that for 50%. And then there's the gap. So the gap is the standard gap between words. And you can change that. Standard is typically, you can turn it off. Standard's about 4, well, this adds to the standard dits. So I'm going to make it just a little bit slower just for me because I do not know CW. That's why I built this, so I can learn it. So with that, we've got everything set. So now I could go, and that's a C. And so you notice it puts a space between them because I didn't do them close enough together, but I could get. So you can see there that gives you your characters as you're working it and gives you the tones. Okay, and if you do something that doesn't exist, then it gives you a blank spot. So that's the keyer and all its settings. And now I'll show you it with two of them. Okay, now I have two units set up, and one is set for 20 words per minute, the other to 11 words per minute. And so you will see a definite difference between the two. To make them to connect to each other, we've got to do a couple characters on each of them. Okay, so now you'll see I sent a U here, and a U showed up here on the receive. This sent an I, and an I showed up on the receive. So now if I start sending out characters, and that's that one, and then this one. Hey, you'll notice that that one's set to a much lower rate, so it takes more time to move across than the Anyway, that's the two talking back and forth. So you'll notice that it plays back on the speed of the sender. The receiver hears it at the speed that it was sent. So if you're faster, then the receiver hears it at the higher speed. If you're set for a slower speed, then the receiver on the other end hears it at your slower speed. So at this, you can practice back and forth and send messages back and forth. And again, it's wireless. The only reason the power cords are there is just to supply power. There's no data going over it. Anyway, that's the K0WLY code keyer that I've been working on, and hopefully you'll have fun with it.